And now back to Bobby Likis Car Clinic and your host, Bobby Likis.
We'll take a call from Pennsylvania, then I'll take your call at 888-227-2546. We'll go to Pennsylvania. Wayne, welcome to Bobby Likis Car Clinic.
Good morning to you, Bobby Likis.
Good morning, sir.
I'm not from Lake Mead, where they have the wonderful lakes and the gambling of Las Vegas, or the beautiful oceans of Florida, but we're from the city of champions right here, the Steelers and the Penguins.
Oh, there's no question about it.
So that trumps it all.
The Steelers rule.
Yeah, you got that
And,
right.
and they don't rule just once or twice or thrice. I mean, it's unbelievable. What is it, six times?
That's exactly right.
Hey, what can I do for you?
Okay, Bob, I have a 93 Subaru Legacy, and yesterday I just changed the rear brakes and the rotors. Everything went well until I put the tire back on.
Mm-hmm.
And then I tried to spin the tire a little bit, and it binds. It just won't spin. It's when I tighten the lugs, it just won't.
Okay. Here's what you have to do. Is this a rear or front?
Rear.
Okay. Of course, you took it back off and looked, and you couldn't see anything wrong.
Right.
Do you have the old rotor?
Yes.
Okay. What I want you do you have not you probably wouldn't have a caliper, but would you have a little steel 6-inch ruler?
Yes, I do.
Oh, great. Then what I want you to do is, when a rotor goes onto a vehicle, that of course you got to take the caliper off.
Right.
And you had that off, no problems, and back on, and that rotor has to be free to slide on its ways. It has to be able to slide back and forth so it can seek its own position.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay. So let's take the rotor back off. I mean, take the caliper back off, take the rotor back off, measure the inside diameter of the rotor where it goes onto the hub. It's possible that the rotor is not fitting onto if there's a raised lip, and as a rule, all rotors are not held in place. They're held in place by the studs, but they're not located by the studs. They're located by a little pop-up, a little like a male-female, and you put the rotor onto any surface, and that surface is going to have an elevated step, just like you would walk up one step of a flight of stairs. And that would give it a centering of the rotor. And without that centering, if you put it on and it didn't snap all the way on, or you didn't hold it, it's possible that when you put the tire on, of course that tightens the studs, it also would cock the rotor, and the rotor would be at an angle, and that ain't going to work.
Oh,
that makes sense? If
the tire is off, though, it spins all right.
Well, because you don't have the lugs on.
Yes, you're right.
So what you want to do, just so you can see what's going on, here's an idea. And you can do this with 3 lugs rather than 5. It is a 5-lug system, isn't it?
Yes.
You can do this with 3 lugs. Take 3 different sockets, so that you can pretend that's the wheel or some kind of spacers, and put the rotor on, and take the nuts and just put the wheel lugs on by hand and just wrist tight without the wheel. And then you can see if it won't turn. You see where I'm going here?
I see, exactly.
Well, then there you go.
Okay.
What else do you need from me today?
That's it today. And another getting back to the Steelers and John Madden. John Madden was still upset at the time that he lost against Pittsburgh in the playoffs when we had the Immaculate Reception with Franco Harris.
Right.
That still eats at him today.
Did you see that? Oh, how many times? How many times have you seen that? How many times have we all seen that?
Quite a bit.
And it wasn't an Immaculate Reception. It was unbelievable. What is it? Didn't it bounce off someone else's arms?
Yes, it bounced off Frenchie Fuqua. He bounced off right off his chest, right into the hands of Franco Harris, and he rumbled into the end zone.
It was just like the Steelers wanted.
There you go. Team of destiny.
Destiny. Okay, go fix your brakes and give me a report back next week.
I'll do that.
All right, my friend.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
I don't know if you've all seen that, but I mean, sometimes you eat the bear, and sometimes the bear. I'll tell you what. The football, I think that's one of the things I really liked most about football is the fact that you watch athletes do things that you think are impossible, and they do them. And then then you watch some athletes try to do something that's just simple, and they drop the ball. I don't know how that feels.